Okay, I would like to add a legal, for executive session. Does anybody have anything else, as far as amending the agenda?
A legal and a personnel?
Legal.
And a personnel?
Would you like to add a personnel?
I thought we did have a person.
It's not,
We don't have
it's
any.
not it's not actually on the agenda, so we have to add it in by vote.
Motion to approve agenda as amended.
Second it.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, anything on the, so we have select board minutes and liquor board minutes from April 16th?
Nope.
The adjustments,
Look fine to
corrections?
me.
All good.
Okay. Town manager's report, I guess I will read that. Since the town manager's not here. All right, so Ann attended the News Story Center's Coffee and Conversation about sexual violence in Rutland County on April 17th. She did get advocate business cards for the police department to have in the cruiser. She attended the roundtable discussion at the McClure Library. Involved the library, Lothrop Historical Society, Pittsford Village Farm, and the town rec. This is, everyone gets together and shares ideas and make sure we're not kind of scheduling things at the same time in town and collaborate on other things. So she said she did share it with them about Covered Bridge Week. Attended the Act 181 training put on by RRPC. And they showed the new mapping for the region, as well as giving an overview of the new categories of land uses in relation to the new Act 181 guidelines. She met with Will and Dave from Killington on April 20th about the Rutland Regional Disaster Cooperative. She sent an email to the Select Board, Fire Chief, and Tim Cornell as our EMD about the mini tabletop exercise being held, which will be June 25th. Town offices will be closed at noon on May 16th so that the carpets can be cleaned. A new monument marker has been dropped off at the town office. We are coordinating with Rick Conway for its temporary installation by the mobile station. It will be put in its permanent place once Bridge 108 is completed. And I think that's commemorates just the old Pittsford Mill, right?
The old island.
Yeah.
The bandstand.
Right, but I think the actual sign gives the history of the, okay. Let's see, approximately 50 pounds of medications were picked up from the drop box in the lobby on April 23rd by Lamoille County Sheriff's Department that oversees the medication take-back program. The box will stay in our lobby and is still available for drop-off of expired or no longer needed medications in pill form. She attended the Planning Commission meeting on April 24th. She updated them on RRPC happenings. During the meeting, they worked through about 3/4 of the new subdivision bylaws addendum to the zoning regulations. Logan Solomon worked with the Planning Commission. They would like to remind everyone that their meetings are open to the public and they welcome public input. Their next meeting will be May 21st, starting at 6:30 p.m. They will be finishing working through the first draft of the subdivision bylaws and start working on edits for the zoning regulations, incorporating what Logan Solomon brought to the March meeting and what Planning Commission members have found that they would like to edit. They also have the Enhanced Energy Plan hearing on May 15th at 6:30 p.m. in the conference room, and that is open to the public as well. She attended the TAC meeting April 24th. Ethan from RRPC started going over the transportation section of the RRPC 2026 plan that they're working through. He also reminded towns that have not signed up for Better Roads funds for highway inventory to please do so. Pittsford has already done this. Staff meeting on April 24th went well. I totally forgot about that. Did anybody go?
Didn't make it
I
either.
remember.
I totally forgot.
I totally forgot.
Ethan, oh, wrong. Well, I got myself off track. We introduced the new employees and went over what each department in attendance was working on. There will be a staff meeting June 12th where Veemers is coming to discuss the retirement plan and allow for one-on-one discussions with employees afterwards. Holy smokes, this is a heck of a... Okay. We have set the employee barbecue for September 11th at the rec area. Reached out to T-Mobile with our questions on the cameras for the bridges, as well as Beth from Vermont Covered Bridge Society. She's waiting for replies from T-Mobile. Beth's contract from Vermont Covered Bridges is still researching information and said they would get back to Beth and I. The annual fire alarm inspection has been completed at the town offices. Discussed with citizens some concerns about Sugar Hollow Road and contacted Chad to discuss what citizens are concerns, as I couldn't answer all of their questions about the roadway. I don't know what that's really in relation to. Chip Greeno called about CNC fireworks permit renewal. That's on the agenda, so we don't really need to. The 2011 F-550 has been sold for $19,900. Not bad, right? We thought that was,
That's pretty good.
yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
Contract with Motorola has been signed for the police cruiser and body cameras. There's a meeting May 2nd to discuss timing of installation and logistics. She's working with Bill from the Police Department and Silhouette on the requirements for the town to do this to transition smoothly. Had a meeting 4/28 with Brandon Town Manager Seth Hopkins, Brandon Select Board member Cecil Renish, I don't know if I'm saying her name right, Renish Smith, and homeowner Patrick Fitzsimmons about Syndicate Road Carver Street closure. Isn't that our, that's a, no, is that not on our agenda? I thought it was. Told them our concerns are for emergency services, bypass if needed, and that the town of Pittsford had tried gating the road once and it did not go well. A reminder that Chittenden siren testing is going to occur at 6:30 p.m. on May 13th. Delinquent water, sewer, and delinquent tax bills went out, down to 35 delinquent users. Most have repayment agreements. 59 delinquent tax accounts, with more than half having repayment agreements. Delinquent taxes total $198,770.75. Delinquent water sewer, $67,273.41. That was as of 4/28. And attended the ZBA hearings on 4/28. 2 permits for hearings were both approved. The ZBA also did their final vote on a previous permit and clarified another permit from the 4/7 hearings while in their hearings. Okay. That's the town manager's report. Any select board member remarks? Nothing. Any public comment? Nope. Okay. All right, old business, the public nudity ordinance.
Everybody's allowed to get naked?
No, please, no.
It's in an ordinance.
Only if you're at home, in the house.
Right, well, so there may or may not be some people in town that just are not always naked just in their homes, so hence why we
Have to have an ordinance.
So, so she didn't actually, I don't know if, we were just waiting for that one language change, right?
It is changed in here.
And it is
Yeah,
changed.
She said Gary was.
Gary was
cool with
okay with it.
Gary was cool with it.
So we've worked on this over quite a few meetings,
We can sign, I think.
so that's why,
I think you were waiting for a full board.
yep,
To do
And
it.
that clarification from you.
yeah.
We were.
So,
So we can sign it.
I think we need a vote, we need a vote.
We need a motion to accept it.
Yeah,
Adopt it.
yes.
I'll make a
Adopt it.
motion to accept it.
Okay,
Second.
any further discussion on that? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. All right, new business, CNC fireworks permit renewal. And let me just get that out. And I think the only, and we've done this before a few times now, and I think, is a different length of time? Is that the only
That's the only-
Yeah,
change?
that's, well, these permits, like we've explained a bunch, is up to the town. So the town used to give us once a year to
Yep.
come in, and then now it's at once every 3 years.
Be up to 3, yeah.
My question would be, could it just be written as an open-ended permit, that as long as we're following the rules and not breaking any laws, like we haven't, if the town does all of a sudden started getting complaints, it's up to the town to give us the permit, so it could be pulled instantly.
Sure.
I almost forgot this year, so that's why I'm asking.
Yeah,
Is
okay.
if there was a problem, we would gladly come in, but, is it our 9th year?
Yeah, so we've had no problems.
Yeah, so I'm just hoping that it could be written that way. If
Sure.
not, it doesn't.
Okay,
We're still gonna be in business.
There's.
right. I don't know what the legality of that is. I don't know how,
There probably should be a timeline on it. It doesn't matter if it's extended. But
right.
I have no problem doing it 5 years to a whack.
Okay,
I
sure.
mean, 'cause we're 25 now, 30,
Yes, yeah.
35.
Yeah, that
You
would
guys
be easy to
hopefully
remember.
Yeah,
easy to
easy,
remember,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't have a problem with that.
So I would make a motion to renew it through October 31st, 2030.
Okay,
Second
What was
it.
on here?
yep. Any further discussion or questions on that? All in favor, say aye.
Aye. They've been good neighbors.
Yeah, you have been. We
We really
never,
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Honestly, we've had a good business running out of there.
Yeah.
Kept us in hats and
Yeah.
t-shirts.
And a few other things.
Sneakers every 5-6 years, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you guys.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. You're welcome. Have a good night.
See you in 5 years.
Yep.
All right.
I don't know about
I
that.
won't be here.
I don't think I will either.
Put them bailing.
Okay, Brookside Services Transfer Station Extension of Roof.
So before Dave got done, we had talked to him, and he said just to get something drawn up, he can get it approved. Well, next thing we know, Dave was gone, so,
Okay,
basically, we were just thinking, if we extend the roof, we've got the trash box in where the old hopper was for the compactor, so that's covered. But having the cardboard and recycling covered would be really nice.
yeah,
Also, I think it would help with the wind. So yeah,
okay.
it
You
would
guys do a
be,
good job of keeping that clean down there.
yeah, well, when it's windy, you spend
It's,
a lot of time chasing,
Oh, I bet,
Yeah, I'll
I
go through,
bet,
yeah.
recycling.
I bet. I mean, so,
Do we have a
Base,
I'm not
Diagram
sure
or
what we,
anything?
so, what was needed on our end? Like, what was Dave actually working on, do you know?
he just said get something drawn up and he'd get it approved, I don't know.
Okay. All right,
So you have something drawn up?
Now,
Okay. Okay, well, no.
basically, just extend the roof toward Depot Hill.
Yeah.
The length of that concrete
Yeah.
wall.
Yeah.
So the recycling cardboard would be covered, and then there would be enough room to put another dumpster there.
yeah, yeah,
If business ever picked up, we'd have a spare undercover.
right. So I guess, so you'd take care of that, we just need, I'm assuming you just need the
We
okay, I
just
mean,
need
it's,
to
'cause
pay
it's
the
our,
cover. If somebody could design the thing,
I think we just need a drawing to approve.
yeah.
I think that would be the
Okay.
smartest thing, then at least we know what we're approving.
Approve it.
yeah,
Yeah,
Didn't you say somebody, you'd met somebody down there that could do a little diagram? Oh, I guess you met Alicia down there.
Well, this is the roof that Chucky put on,
Yeah.
part of it, right?
Right.
Right.
So
Yeah.
you're just
Just be
extending the roof
extending
that's out there.
Chucky's roof, yep, the same.
Same
Right,
everything.
same everything, just make it
Oh,
all.
so
I guess
we need a
I-
drawing for that then?
So I still have a question. Are we
who's
paying
paying
for
for it?
that,
Yeah.
or do you pay for
Who's
that?
paying for it?
Because it's on our property, right?
Yes.
And it's our, well, I mean, it's our property and it's our facility.
Facility, yeah.
So I would
I'm
assume
pretty
we
sure
had
he
to
was
pay for it.
requesting that we pay for it.
I would assume so, I don't know. Is that some, Chucky did that,
I
right?
mean,
Last
Chucky
time?
did it, yeah.
If he was to terminate or lose his contract, we
What's
don't
up?
want him taking the roof.
No,
No, probably not.
probably not.
Right, so I think, yeah, we're gonna need something so we can vote on the, because we've gotta vote on the money to expend,
To do it.
to do this. So we're gonna need something
Do you want me to get something drawn up and then?
Christ.
priced.
Do you want like 3 different prices from?
That would be nice.
that would be
That would be
perfect.
great, yeah,
Okay.
yep.
Yep,
Of people mainly in town.
I'd check with Chucky, maybe, see
We've
if
got,
he did one.
yeah, we've
I
got
don't know.
contractors that come into the transfer,
Oh,
so,
okay.
yeah.
Those are
One of
town, those are guys in
would
town?
Probably do
Yeah.
that.
Those are guys from town?
Yep.
Okay. Let's see the bids from town, it's guys in town.
They can look at it, check the span, see where the posts have gotta go,
Right.
and make sure that they accommodate your dumpsters and stuff. So,
Right.
That sounds good.
Who drew up the last one, anybody or?
Chucky.
Chucky
Chucky did,
just-
probably.
I mean, any one of those guys can,
Okay.
yeah, and Craig could, help for you.
I've seen it.
No, you haven't.
All right, yeah, that'll just help us get
Okay.
that,
Yep.
get that going.
I'll get some.
I'd be more expensive than everybody else, though. I'm not cheap.
Yeah, so don't call Greg.
So you're gonna consider that table?
Well, that'd be,
Yes.
give him a high dollar so that he can get somebody else to do it for less.
Yeah. Yeah, so I guess just let, you know, let Ann know, bring it whenever you have it, and then we
Just get
can
it
have
to
that
her.
ready for
Yeah.
whatever meeting happens after you get that stuff to her.
Perfect, thank
Okay.
you.
Yeah, you're
Thank
welcome.
Thanks.
All right, any questions on the orders?
Yeah. Allen Engineering, we got 2 bills on here for about 1,600. Do we know exactly what those are for?
I can look for you if you want.
One's 1460, 697, the other one's 154.95. I wasn't so concerned about the 154, but I was about the $15 one. That's why.
Usually to do with the water or sewer, Alan?
be
Oh, yeah, 'cause
I
it's
think
chlorine,
Yeah.
so it's gotta be the water.
So it's
Yeah.
gotta
Chloride,
be-
it's chlorine, sodium bisulfite,
Okay,
and drum deposits, that's the 1621.
okay, that's all I really need to know what that one was. My other one, while you have your thing open, is these 2 repairs from Earl's that equal about $10,000. That pretty substantial work we had done on 2 trucks.
Well, it did brakes, that's $1,000 a wheel, so that's,
Brakes, it looks like a leaf spring, huh? Tie
Western
rod.
Star, the 18 Western Star. That was brakes, tie rod, dump controller, spring shackle bracket, front leaf spring, side shackle.
well, yeah, no, it's
That's the I'm reading from the 5,000.
Okay,
about the 4,700.
I know, because that one says leaf spring also.
it does.
It says it's a spring, yeah.
And then some just smaller stuff.
Like a wiper blade.
Yeah. And state inspection.
Yeah.
And the 2,086 of that was for labor.
What was the labor?
2,086.
This is, this bill is listed twice here. I'm sorry, it's 825. So that's one bill? I see it's separated here.
Well, it's 2 different trucks, truck 4
Well,
and
that's
truck
what I
5.
assumed, but it's listed on the same
Well, it's
bill.
2 different invoices.
So,
Yeah.
that,
What number
there's
are you looking at, Mark?
825 is,
Well, you got invoice 49,366.
That's the 5,700.
Yep, and then you got invoice 49,423.
49,423 is for the 11 Freightliner.
okay.
That's 1824 in labor, wiper blades, front leaf spring side shackle, power steering crossover tube kit,
Okay, so.
and spring shackle bracket. These are just the big ticket items.
Does he break
Yeah.
down the labor?
On which one?
What holds the spring?
Yeah, she just gave it
Yeah.
to us.
2,000 something on one of them.
The hour?
Oh,
$148.
that equals, it adds up pretty quick.
Any others?
Okay, that was my 2 questions, Alicia.
All right, also, I just want to recognize how much, though, that Ann makes these easy to read. Remember they used to not be in alphabetical order? And we'd be like, there was like a pain before. Anyway, it's nice. It's easier to find everything. Okay. Okay, well, if that is all for our open part of our select board meeting, if I could have a, please go
You need to
into
sign
liquor
before
board.
you can do that.
Oh, you're right.
We gotta sign.
No, you're right, sorry, I forgot what to sign
At some
first.
point, I'd like to talk about my issue when you
Oh,
have a few moments.
remember that public comment piece at the beginning, remember?
That's the time.
It's fine, let's just sign, you can actually start, if you wanna, while we're signing, if you wanna, let us know. Okay,
Okay,
Ashley's Place,
yep,
Artie Senior.
Yep.
And Artie Junior. Nothing has been done. Not that we've heard. Nothing has been said. Nothing, no information has come out. Septic tanks were supposed to be figured out. Do they have septic systems at all? The junk cars, Ashley's Place has 6 vehicles, 2 campers, and piles of crap. Artie Senior has 4 vehicles or 5 vehicles that you can see from the road, and 7 behind his trailer, which you
Okay.
can still see from the road. Artie Junior, 7 vehicles, unregistered. This is, I know it's not your call, it's
Yeah.
somebody else's, but somebody has to kick him in the ass to get him to do something.
Yep, okay.
And I will be back every meeting until I hear something moving forward.
Okay.
And I will start bringing ammunition with me, and not guns, just ammunition, people, other people. I talked to Ray Forrest, I talked to his son Dave, his son Craig, Emily and Nick Fortin, and then John's wife,
What's the date on that?
who's been coming to a lot of your meetings.
Yep.
It's been 3 years.
422.
3 years. I mean, stockade fence, that'd be great. Get rid of the shit, that'd be better. But something, nothing.
Does anyone recall, what, this was a zoning issue, am I right? The vehicles and so forth?
Well, there was obviously
Recording
violations to our
stopped.
junk ordinance, and there was some health
Recording in
code
progress.
concerns about health code violations.
I don't think this was followed up on.
No.
This was all started and all went through. but
And I
this was
think
not
that's, I
followed up.
think, I don't want to be honest, I hadn't, it just kind of dropped off the radar,
Right.
to be honest.
Well,
Yeah.
it's back. And it's back with fierce.
Okay.
Well, I think.
The last issue was the
letters were
rats.
written. We need to check into.
That's why I think, so, we, not to, absolve ourselves from any whatever responsibility or whatever, but I think, with the with some changing of, employees in the building, I think it got
Well, I think
lost in
the
the shuffle.
majority of the work lays on Jeff,
Okay.
the vehicle.
And,
Jeff and the health officer.
and like I said, I personally, I haven't followed up with him, so that's also on
I think we should
me.
put it on the agenda for the next meeting.
Sure.
and handle this.
So, and what I have thought in my mind is that if nothing happens within a reasonable amount of time, I'm gonna take pictures, I'm gonna write letters, send it to the Rutland Herald, and have them put, for sale, beautiful junkyard, Pittsford, Vermont. Fire Hill Road, make a bid. I swear to God, I'll do it.
I don't advise that one, Jared.
How about we put it on the agenda for the next meeting and see
Yeah.
if we could do something about this in the,
We need to follow
Proper
up,
manner.
Find out
We
what
need-
follow-up was done. And I think part of it was when,
Did I miss
fell into the
something?
period when.
Talked to that guy over across the hallway.
Yeah.
What's
You missed
this?
yours.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you need to
Oh, I
look
didn't
back
see it.
into that, because I'm pretty sure that we approved the letters to go out.
The letters went out. I'm
We did.
Pretty sure.
Pretty sure.
and then things just got quiet, so I mean, I should never assume, but I assumed that things had kind of
Changed?
changed, improved somewhat.
Yeah, when we don't hear anything, so it must be
Madam
okay.
Chairwoman, could I suggest we have Mr. Biazuzzi and our health
Yes.
officer present for the
At
next meeting?
yeah.
How's that?
Okay?
For my son.
Request to say.
It's not fair that I'm bringing this down on you, but
No, it's-
No, it is.
Well,
No, it's ours. No,
yeah,
it
it's our
Pluckins
job.
here, so, yeah. no, it's-
Yeah.
I do know that the health officer did inspections
He did.
and had to get trespass orders approved,
right.
and I believe he did for the trailer. That would be Ashley's place, I believe.
Well, that's a real
And
cherry place, yeah.
no one's living there still, am I
Oh,
right?
totally wrong.
'Cause
Okay.
that's what we were told.
Jeff B.
Right, no one.
That changes
That's what I
things a
should've
little
done.
bit, but
Let's bring them in and find out where we
need to
are.
find out what's.
And we can let them know to bring all their material with them too, probably. That would save us another time.
Yeah.
I'm sure there is none.
Well, let's see what they got.
Right.
We're there.
Right.
All right?
Yeah,
Well, as
yeah, I like it.
The
The material
letters,
he's talking about.
letters
is the
went
letters
out.
that were written.
Yeah.
I know.
inspections were done, and then. I
Were the
think-
letters
What did the
received
inspector
though?
show?
Well, I don't know if
Because
the
they
letters
went as
were received,
certified.
They were sent out.
I think we need to compile what we have done to this point and let them tell us where they've gone.
Where we stand.
Yeah.
I seem to remember
Which way
I know.
where we
Yeah.
were
Yeah.
not
Right.
Starting,
accepted.
starting point.
Yeah.
We're on it.
Back to ground zero.
They didn't receive
Yep.
the letters because they were certified.
And you have a liquor board issue.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so now that we've signed the orders,
Thank you.
yeah, you're welcome. If there's,
Sorry I'm a little pushy, but
no,
Oh, hey,
Well,
fine.
I don't think there's anything against taking
Fine.
pictures from the road, but don't,
I have, how many do you want? I have them already.
well,
bring them to the next meeting. Let's talk
Yeah.
about it at the next meeting.
do it.
We can wait and see
Yeah.
at next meeting.
We're not giving you permission to trespass,
I wouldn't think of it. I wouldn't think of it.
because we were.
No, by no means.
It wouldn't be as,
There's no reason to do
Yeah.
that.
Who's collecting these?
We could just bring them right
Thank
here.
you very much.
Thank you. Have a
Thanks,
good
Dale.
night.
Giving
Good
me
night.
good advice.
Okay.
Thank you.
yep.
Can I please have a vote to go into liquor board?
so move.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, we have, did everybody have a chance to look at it? This is, okay,
So-
something a little different than we usually do.
Yes.
For an auto, what do they sell?
That
So
was my
they're gonna-
question. Were
so
they having
they're
a
just
party
gonna
or
have a-
something?
What?
Were they having a party or what?
No, they were just gonna have some beer to sell in the cooler that, in the shop.
Ah, cool. That's different.
I guess, whatever.
That's different.
So,
Whatever,
Yeah.
I mean, as long as we don't have problems, I
no,
guess.
they got in the permit, they're,
Yeah.
Because he observes the rules.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, I guess that's what makes it a
And
second
that's,
class.
and that's all this is gonna be, is
Yes.
beer in a cooler?
That was my understanding, and I don't see anything in there here to
Otherwise?
say differently. That was my understanding. So, and Helen looked at it and, you know,
We don't have
it went through
any,
the proper channel, so there's no, you know,
Nothing new.
any mandates for insurance or anything like that, right?
and
That would be a state.
We can't
Follow the
say
state
no.
I mean,
rules,
this is like-
state rules.
the state to
It's on the state.
say yay or nay to, but yeah, we're just,
Yeah, if there's a liability, you
Goes to
better have
Helen, yeah.
insurance.
yeah, so it went through
Yeah.
Helen, went to the state, now it's coming to us,
Would you
so,
like a motion?
yes, please.
So moved.
Second.
Any other questions, comments? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Okay. All right. We'll come out of liquor board, back into our open,
We just
excuse
sign
me,
this anywhere. anyway.
into select board. And then, if I could please have a motion to go into executive. Hold on, I gotta read, I gotta, oh no, I just had it.
Oh, damn, you lost
You know
it.
what? You sent it around
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
and everybody signed yours.
In accordance with 1 VSA 313A, where premature general public knowledge would clearly place the municipality or person involved at a substantial disadvantage to discuss the appointment, employment, or value. That's why I thought we had the right, I wanted to make sure we had the right language. Yeah, no, okay, that falls. Or evaluation of a public officer or employee, provided that a public body must make the final hiring or appointment decision and explain its reason for the decision in open meeting. I still feel like that's not exactly the right executive language for what we're going into. I know they each have
Personnel is
language that's a
fine.
little different. Okay. So 1 VSA 313A3.
I'll have to dig back for that.
Yeah, I know, I might just need a double check on that language, but, okay. Anyway.
In good faith.
Anyhow.
Yes.
Yes.
So that was, if I could have a motion to go into executive.
I move that we go into executive session.
Second it.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And that ends the open part of our meeting. Thank you.
Thank you.